Let's see. Airship? Check. Soul Crucible. Acquired. Drake Eggs. Sunny Side Up. Metal Tome. Gone. Rafu's Eye. Gone. Greased Up PC. Handled. Off that damned island. Finally. Oh, hey. How you doing? Welcome back to Roll the Hard 20 podcast. It's me again, your trusted Dungeon Master, Brian, welcoming you back to our Riders on the Storm campaign, Season 2. Just taking a little inventory on things that have happened in Season 1, and, well, let me tell you, we've got some exciting things on the horizon for Season 2. So stay tuned and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and be sure to subscribe to us on our iTunes and Google Play so you don't miss out. I also want to give a warm and grateful thanks to my good friend, Samwise Didier, for joining us and rounding out those final episodes on our Season 1 finale. Thanks again, Sammy. And finally, I want to give a heartfelt thanks to all of you out there for tuning in. I really hope you're enjoying what we're recording because we love recording it for you. Now, on to Riders on the Storm, episode 28, In-Flight Entertainment. Greetings, fellow slingers, and welcome back to Roll the Hard 20 podcast, Season 2 of Riders on the Storm, episode 28. And with me are the Hard Slingers.
Woo!
Yeah.
Wait, we start on 28?
We are on 28. We're going to keep rolling.
All right, got it.
Got it?
Yeah.
Good evening, Eric.
28 is the new one.
No, I'm here. Yeah.
Are you
Confirmed.
Really? Are you really?
He's physically present.
He's physically present. So do we need to, we really don't need a recap other than to know that you guys are now in possession of the Soul Crucible.
Yes.
You guys have left the Temple of Grumon, made your way up to the surface where Fallant brought the ship down after Varothaslav had called him down, and you guys now board the airship.
You are now in the airship. Please lower your head.
Please put your seats in the upright position.
I didn't know what that
Thank
was
you.
beeping. I was like, what is
You
Please
may
put your
now
trays
board
up.
the cabin.
Turn your phones on airplane mode. Yeah. Put away large laptops, please.
So Fallon
Seats
looks
fully upright.
at the group of you, and he notices that everybody looks a little more beaten from the last time.
I trust that your venture into the temple was successful.
It was a lot of things,
You
but
put a lot of faith in us, and I'm very glad.
yeah, I know. I thought he would be like, "Oh my God, you're not dead."
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as whatever it takes helps us get off this island.
Now I'm still in possession of the Soul Crucible, right?
You are, yes.
Okay. I would like to continue to be in possession of the Soul Crucible.
You're like maxed out of the weight, though.
I know, totally.
You got a 50-pound cat.
No, I don't have the book anymore.
The book is gone.
Is the
book is gone.
Is the crucible visible at all?
The book, yeah, that's right.
Tyrannus
Um,
has-
How big would you say is the Soul Crucible? I mean,
Imagine it being about the size of a skull.
okay.
I mean, it's
Look like a
It
skull,
was,
right?
it's
yeah.
ancient looking. It looks like it's been burned. Portions of it are chiseled out of it. It just looks really ancient, but it's still together.
Does it look like it's actually made from bone, or is it made from something else?
Go ahead and make a
I would like to do that as well.
inspection. Or investigation, sorry. Inspection. Make an inspection.
Investigation. I mean, I'm proficient. That's 8.
8. It looks like a normal skull to you. You
All
really
right,
can't
but-
tell anything else.
Okay, she got an 8, but what about 9?
You notice that it has 2 ocular cavities. She did
You
not
didn't
notice
miss the
that
fucking
before.
eyes.
Speaking of missing eyes,
Oh, man. Why would I bring that up? I can't see anymore.
Fallon watches you guys board the airship, and he looks at the half-orc, and he notices that you have this empty socket in the right side of your
I
head.
thought you were going to say like a dead look in my eye or something like that.
I
Eye.
Whatever happened to you, half-orc?
Oh, whoa. I turned into you for some strange reason.
It can't be all that bad.
The journey is taking a toll on me.
We needed to properly identify the Soul Crucible at a cost, and it cost my eye.
Did it though? Didn't need to.
It did. We did not know what this thing looked like.
So now I know why One-Eyed Jack wanted you to use this card. She wanted you to be one-eyed with her.
Yeah, it was a one-eyed thing.
Fallon looks towards the ranger and says,
Was the ring useful for you?
A little bit. I don't think I used it as well as I should have.
You didn't use it
Did
to
you
its
not
full.
brandish it when you were in the presence of the Soul Crucible?
I did after I realized some party member decided to run away with it.
A party member. But you're all here. Who ran off?
When we were entering the Temple of Grumon, we came across another party. Most of them scattered, but Tyrannus decided to stay with us.
Tyrannus. I've never heard of him.
We never heard of him either. But when we came to the final room and I saw him scoop up a skull and start running toward the door, I tried to strike him down while my comrades, well, at least one of them, tried to beg me not to.
Please tell me his corpse is somewhere within the confines of the temple.
Unfortunately, is not. We traded that foreign book for the Soul Crucible.
That was a great price to pay, but we have the Soul Crucible now.
More than my eye, Ruby? More than my eye? Really?
Are you looking at me dead eyes?
I am unfamiliar with this book that you speak of.
It was.
Speak with Ruby about it. She understands the book.
I have a passage memorized. I hope to see that book again, though.
Please recite it verbatim.
Okay.
Really? Really, Ruby?
Please tune in
See
for
the book again? Now we're doing eye jokes?
Please tune in for a reading of the book later on in the pod.
You see him make his way back towards the control sticks.
And if there be no further delay, I say we start heading back towards the mainland.
I agree. I want to get off this Forsaken Island.
The sooner the better.
Let's get out of here.
I'll make my way toward the helm to help with navigation. Not that it necessarily needs it, but
During the meantime, I'm looking for something to make an eye patch out of.
Why don't you just look for a really long stick? That way you could tap around. Tap, tap, tap.
Stick an eye patch.
Yeah, you're gonna need a stick to like judge how like far away a person is.
Where do you want to be,
Otherwise-
Rafu?
I think I want to patching up my eyeball over here. Sorry.
ugh, god damn it.
Where do you want to be?
That's
Same
fine.
one from
Yeah.
last time. Where do you want to be at?
I'll be right here. Thanks.
So he begins to control this airship, and he slowly starts moving away, gives the island the finger as he starts heading towards the west.
Does he still have all 10 fingers after all this?
Why would he not?
I don't know. He's been on this island for a long time, and
He got
it's not
hungry
very
and
safe.
decided to eat his finger.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, he could have lost it. He doesn't have to eat his fingers. He can lose his
I'm
fingers
just-
in an adventure. Rafu lost a fucking eye. And this old man can't lose a finger.
Rafu used ancient magic that he doesn't understand. This man understands ancient magic.
I don't know. I think people can lose fingers in the wilderness in real life.
I think he's a wizard that knows how to use magic. And
Rafu, as you're looking around for something to patch up your eye with, you see that there's still this crimson-soaked cloth that you had recovered from the altar within the temple.
I see it with my one eye.
You can see it. You could feel it. You detect it with
do you
your
wrap
hand.
do you wrap your head in it?
Make it in a bandana. Temporary eye patch.
Yeah.
Do you want to cut any of that out?
No, I don't want to cut any of it out. I actually want to keep that.
Do I see Can I see if I see Rafu pulling that out?
Are you being discreet about it, or are you?
No, not being discreet. I mean, I already told Ruby about
He's
it.
complaining the whole time that he's missing an eye.
No, I'm not
Proudly.
complaining about losing the eye, about the little
Rafu,
cloth.
can I see the cloth, please?
Yeah, here you go. Then I'll hand it over.
I would like to look it over again and what do I read?
It is some form of arcana, but it's an ancient writing and basically tells how to use the Soul Crucible itself.
Does it tell?
But only 80% of it is there.
Okay, so it just tells
20% of it
how to
got
use it,
burned.
not like any warning, not a like caution, do not use.
No,
Do
it
not
really
put-
it's pretty vague.
Don't use it if you're pregnant.
A lot of the edges, yeah, right. It's not like Rogaine.
Prop 65 warning.
Yeah, does it cause cancer?
Found in the state of California.
Parts of the edges are frayed and worn away, where some of the glyphs exceed the safe margin of the cloth. Most likely, the proctor knew how to use the Soul Crucible from using it for so many years, or for generations or ages or whatever, that they probably no longer referred to the cloth.
Okay.
You know?
But there's no warning. There's no. That's what I mean. The biggest thing.
No,
is
it
I
doesn't
don't
say
want
anything
to
about
say,
loose
like,
stools or anything.
Or okay,
compulsive diarrhea.
Okay, anything like that.
No,
Okay,
don't-
migraines,
don't,
dry eyes.
don't use the Soul Crucible and drive airships. And
No, I was talking more of like that. It just gave an evil soul, or that necessarily like.
it doesn't give any
produced-
explanation about that whatsoever.
I don't think
Okay.
those things normally come with explanations
Well,
like that.
Rafu, do you mind if I
Sure.
keep this with the Soul Crucible? I feel like they shouldn't be separated.
I agree. Wait a minute. Wait. You have the Soul Crucible. I think it's better we keep them separated, just in case.
Rafu, I'm not going to use it.
All right. For the remaining of the flight.
I thought you were. Wait, were you not using this as
I
like
was
an eye
not
patch?
using it as an eye patch. I was looking. He suggested pulling it out and using it as something, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to cut it up or.
This
to
whole
face
time, I was
this.
ready for you to use it as an eye patch.
No.
Vratislav, what are you doing during all this time?
I grabbed it for a reason.
I am next to the helm, just as a first mate, I guess. Right now, just observing, seeing how the ship steered. There, if I need to take the helm.
Now that we have the island behind us, my friend, tell me a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? I'm sorry, Ranger. I don't mean to burden you with your backstory.
From a small town of Chicago.
Just a city
Have you
boy
ever been to
living in
Fremont
South
Street?
Detroit. I eventually took the midnight train,
right.
going anywhere.
All right, I'll just do a broad strokes version of it.
Give it to me. Easy.
So I was from a mountain town.
Great, thank you.
No, just
I was from a mountain town that were attacked by large beasts when I was, 2 to 3 years old. I didn't understand what was going on. My parents kept me away in the house, and I survived somehow. Eventually, the beasts were conquered by people that claimed themselves to be witchers. They brought me into their fold, brought me higher up into the mountains, and they taught me skills how to fight and defeat great beasts. That is where I've been studying, or that's where I was studying, I guess, until they let me out on my own into the world to fight the great beasts of the world, but also bring tribute back to them.
Have your parents survived? Are they still with us?
At this point, I would assume not. When they brought me on, I was too young. I barely remembered my parents. Pretty much I was raised and fostered within this high mountain town.
Your youth is a tragic story, my friend. Hopefully we can find solace for you there when we return to Scandaya.
he just kind of puts a reassuring hand on your shoulder.
If you'd be so good as to take the helm.
Now I will take the helm, and as I'm doing that, show him my training has proved me well. I show him my monster manual of things I have fought or slain.
This is quite a bestiary. May I view it?
Yes.
He starts thumbing through the pages, and as he gets towards the, he's just looking at the descriptions, fingering through the book rather quickly. He gets to the back pages, and you see him get really pale in the face, and he closes the book, and you could only surmise that he's come to the index where the serpent beasts have been entered into the book.
I think I've had my fill. Thank you, my friend.
And he makes his way towards the stern of the ship and just kind of goes off and reflects on the island being behind you guys now.
Putting that shit behind us.
Eldon,
Yep.
what are you doing, handsome?
Oh, thank you.
Hey, big boy.
All right, whatever. Yeah, thank you as well. I'd like to go and join Valent, actually.
Okay.
All right, sweet. When I approach Valent, I'd like to ask him, Valent, how long do you think until we return to Scandaya?
Well, the distance which brought us to the island originally, we should be there in probably about 10 to 12 hours.
All right, that's a fair bit of time, I guess.
Well, we don't have the resistance of the ocean beneath our hull, just the air.
Yeah, I'm glad to not be at sea anymore. Valent, to be honest with you, I'm not here to ask about how long this will take us. I was wondering if you knew anything about the Soul Crucible, perhaps something that Edinger told you, anything else you learned from reading, where it comes from, anything like that?
I was never privy to any of that information that Edinger kept to himself about the Soul Crucible. He merely recruited me and a few others to join him on his expedition. But while I was captive within the temple of Grumon, I did witness very, very disturbing things. And the way they used the Soul Crucible to pull souls from the ether, I do not believe it is a natural order of things.
I don't feel so either. Have you been told of what, I guess, what they intend to use this for, exactly?
What the serpent beasts, or what Edinger's use was for it?
Well, I guess Edinger's current use for it.
Edinger never told me. He just merely suggested that what he was looking for, he had finally found. He had been searching for it for many years, many years. But he never confided in me what he hoped to accomplish with the reclamation of this object.
But we know our purpose.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we were charged with bringing the item back to use to provide a soul for a young boy. I was under the impression that that was not a good idea. I've come here, I've seen it firsthand, and I feel very confident that more than ever that this is probably not the best way to handle this problem.
Why would the boy need a soul? Is he already missing a soul?
Best I can tell, we never met him, right? We didn't meet the kid himself, right?
We didn't meet the kid, no.
Bratislav, make a
No.
perception check.
But we got pretty much a real pet cemetery vibe going on. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take it.
That was good. You should have kept it.
yeah, I
you
should
kept
have.
it.
Well, I didn't roll it.
That's fair. That's fair.
14.
14, you can hear this conversation going on behind you between the two men, Eldon and Valent.
Oh, okay. It's not actually important. I'm not confident that this is the right way to be going about things. He's best I could tell. Well, best from what I've been told, he was missing a soul, and their strange, kind of unusual plan was to provide one with the Soul Crucible.
Well, it is a certain kind of arcana that allows them to use the Soul Crucible and to pull a soul from the ether and present it into a dead body, making it an unliving entity, not undead. It cannot be turned like a wraith or a specter. These have become unliving. I used a similar type of a spell to generate the scarecrows back at my homestead, but it was a very, very minor ability compared to what those serpent beasts were able to do with the Soul Crucible at its fullest. And you have brought that on with us, correct?
Yes.
How do you intend to make it work?
I don't intend to make it work at all.
Trial and error.
I'll speak up, overhearing this saying, we don't. We're just tasked with bringing it back to Claybold.
Claybold. I've never met the man, but I was under the impression that Edinger was answering to Claybold. Edinger, at the time, worked for the Seekers Foundation.
This that isn't necessarily, or wasn't necessarily true when we were charged with bringing it back, but we had become on the behest of Claybold, and we seeked out Edinger to find a way to this island.
Well, I believe that although your cause is noble, I do not think that the ends justify the means.
Go ahead and make a perception check, everybody at the stern of the airship.
I'll use Brian's die.
Oh, no.
Oh, Rafu's
I'm not up there.
Oh,
disadvantage.
not Rafu, sorry.
Perception, you said?
Yes, please.
18.
18.
12.
12. As Fallon's talking to you, you guys notice that the sky is clear. It's beautiful. Got very slight breeze, but you notice a large blue cloud closing in on your stern.
A cloud?
Well, I'm nearsighted, so, like, cloud, drake, hard to tell from the distance,
Fire.
It looks bigger than what would be a drake.
Oh, even worse.
And it is.
Yeah, and I rolled
it is
18, and I
it
can
is-
just tell
it
it's
is-
a cloud.
closing the distance. In fact, with it 18, you would probably discern that the cloud is comprised of smaller individual pieces.
Like kind of like a
Back
flock of
country.
birds.
Yeah,
Well,
we
so
fucked
much
up
for
the
that long
hive,
rest.
Yeah,
and now all the drake bees are coming to kill us.
that's right. It's a swarm.
Just throw their eggs at
Crusher
them.
was feared into the whelps.
All right.
And it is gradually gaining on the airship.
Fallon, have you noticed that behind us?
He looks back.
My eyes are not quite what they used. Oh, fuck.
As I notice it, I try and, I guess, steer into the wind to try and gain some ground.
Radinger, you're doing an excellent job, but perhaps I should take the helm.
I will release the helm.
He walks over and he grabs the sticks and he starts bringing it lower, closer to the water line to really get that speed.
Why did we get so close to the water? And I turn and,
And you
walk
look
back.
back and you notice that
them.
this cloud starts to descend towards you.
What is
And
that?
As it gets closer, you can see that it is comprised of many, many blue drakes. And on the back of each one appears to be a rider.
Oh, it's the
Drake
fucking
riders.
lizard man.
It's
And they're
the
just-
riders on the
they're
storm.
jamming towards
Oh, no.
you. What did you say?
It's the riders of the storm.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I want to give you a golden balloon for that. But I'm not going to. I'll tell you what, you roll off and you'll give it to you.
What? Just give it to her. What?
Oh, no.
She still got it.
All right, there you
That's-
go.
yeah,
That was pretty damn good, though. Good job, Jess.
That was the worst roll I've ever
Rider
seen.
on the storm.
Just kidding.
So Fallon, he grabs the sticks and he tries to maneuver off to the side, but only one of them breaks off and starts heading towards the airship. The other ones continue to gain and actually pass by the airship, and I'd like for everybody to make a perception check as this flock of drakes goes by. Ruby.
Oh, still counting. Hold on. 15.
Vratislav.
9.
Eldon.
16.
7.
Is that what you're with your disadvantage?
That's with my one eye.
Oh my god.
Squinting.
So everybody's watching this flock, this attack wing of drakes fly by. You see these green riders, these scaled riders on their backs and everything. But Ruby, you notice that in the front on one of the drakes, you notice a larger, more decayed rider, and you see atop of his head these 2 silver horns as he leads the entire charge away from you guys.
Away from us?
Well, like continuing to go faster than you
So
and forward
towards us?
Not towards you. He's
Past
like
us.
passing
Past us.
you, passing the airship.
Like towards the drakes?
No.
Wait,
The drakes
I'm
are going
confused.
past us.
They're
It's
right
it's riding the lead drake,
Okay.
and all the other drakes have riders as well. And it's almost like passing you in the fast lanes.
Oh, okay, I get
Just
what you're saying.
Keeps on moving. The last drake actually peels off and lands at the front of the ship, and you see the serpent beast jump down off of its back. And I would like for everybody to roll for initiative.
Thank God I'm laying down on the back.
Eldon,
16.
Ruby,
Oh, sorry, 6.
Vratislav,
9.
Rafu.
16.
What's your
Between-
dex? It's
yeah.
higher than mine. Never mind. I lose.
2. Plus 2.
We got a bendy. Not so good seeing orc. Half orc.
I'm hurting.
So Rafu, you see this drake descend and land right at the bow of the ship. You watch this scaled serpent beast jump off its back and land on its claws right at the end of the bow. What are you going to do?
Rafu not being able to see, I'm actually going to move to the back.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I can't. I have
You become scared?
No, not total. I have total disadvantage on firing my bow. How far is that?
Yeah, so you move up, right?
Like, considering you just wanted to, like, shoot in the dark, like, a couple sessions ago.
That was fight in the fight in the dark. You can still fight in the dark. It's just
Yeah, but I don't understand how being blind's any different.
Yeah, but why can't you fight in half darkness, you know?
It's the half seeing that throws
I
them
don't
off.
need eyes to kill.
You should just take out your other eye
yeah.
and just
All
get it
right,
over with.
Yeah, you might be okay with it then.
all right, I'm rolling with a disadvantage to draw my longbow, and I want to attack the lizard guy, the reptilian that's on the boat.
You take the pointy end and you put it in the bad guy.
Okay, go ahead.
Some good rolls.
Or make it
That's
go.
20. That's
Here we go with
20.
math again. 20 will
20 to
hit.
hit.
That will hit.
Sorry, yeah, I'm rolling math again. Sorry, and that's 6 points of damage.
6 points. So it takes this arrow in the shoulder, kind of reels back slightly, and hisses. Eldon, from the back of the airship.
Oh, man. I will dash up towards the front, so I get about 15 feet away from the lizard man with my sword and shield drawn.
All right. Vratislav.
All right, I'm going to run towards the enemies here and chuck one of my exotic daggers at the snake man. That's 19 to hit,
All right, that'll hit.
7 points of damage.
7 points. So he gets impaled by this blued blade dagger as it takes it. So, had to do some math
Take
myself.
it.
Takes it.
I was gonna say.
So he
is this
takes
more?
this.
Take it.
He takes this dagger, and so he's got an arrow in his shoulder. He's got a dagger in his side. Vratislav, you feel this cold chill, almost like as though it's gripping your heart from within, as if something from the grave had reached out and just squeezes you.
Kalima?
For 2 points of cold damage as you see the free trader sorcerer unveil himself
Oh, this
on the
fucking asshole.
back of the
Oh,
airship.
this guy.
That was a character. No, I'm just kidding.
Fucking guy. Ruby,
Fucking guy.
you see that same free trader sorcerer, Caesar, materialize right next to you, not more than 10 feet away. And he says, "Lucky to see you again, eh, group? How about giving me that Soul Crucible and we'll just call it even?"
You're not getting anything from us. We'll make you go away the final time this time. Push you off the edge.
It hurt my feelings. What are you going to do, Ruby? You just going to yell at him?
I didn't know it was my turn.
Oh, it is your turn.
Oh. I'm going to shoot him with an Eldritch Blast with repelling.
All right.
So hopefully that will knock him off
Okay.
of the airship. But my roll's kind of... Ooh.
Oh, shit.
Have you finally hit with Eldritch Blast?
Because 17.
17
Oh
hits.
my God.
Yeah.
Yes!
It's been like 3 episodes.
I don't remember which one it is. I think it's a D10.
It is a D10.
Thank you. I don't remember. And it has repelling, so that would be 5 points of damage.
And
Okay.
And he's pushed 10
And
feet
he's
away.
pushed 10 feet away.
Now he is
Directly-
You're pushing him off this
I'm
airship.
pushing
Yeah.
him off.
Listen,
Okay, now he gets a save though, obviously.
No.
I guess, well,
He'd have to-
save
he'd have to
to
get a
see-
dex save.
Yeah, he'd get a save if he, I mean, it's not in the rules or anything, but he'd get a save, I guess, if he's being knocked off a fucking ship to, like, hold on and shit.
Okay, what's
cling
what's
onto the rail?
what's the DC?
You have to make it up because it's not in the book.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not a thing.
Well, usually
Just use her spell save, I
A crit
guess.
fail is
yeah, just use my spell save. So
Just use her
13.
spell-
16,
13.
17.
I would normally go 15
Because it's a
myself.
force. It's a force blast of my spells. So probably 13, which is my spell save.
Yeah, that makes the
But
most sense
to
to me.
grab on, I think 15.
15?
Yeah.
That's usually what I do when you guys are losing your weapon. I always
Okay.
set the DC at 15. Okay, so 15.
It's the 20, right?
You made this harder
Yeah?
for yourself.
Okay.
So,
Ah, yeah.
Hey,
Don't
Ronnie.
mess with Ruby.
I guess it didn't matter what you picked. that was such a bad roll.
That was a bad roll.
So the sorcerer gets blown off the back of the
Dude, that's
airship.
That's always the best. Someone like comes in and says something cool and they like fucking die.
Blowing off the back of the airship.
Ruby just was so.
Well, you blew
Mad.
him off the ship, right?
Yes.
I want a picture of that.
Did Rafu see this? Can I?
Boomerang it.
It's been 3 episodes. She finally hit her Eldritch Blast and she fucking nailed it.
I mean, if I were to hit it at all times, this is
Fusro
the.
off
I would
Shit.
roll perception, but I probably didn't see it because I blind.
Dude, the rest of the
I did one fucking attack. One.
yeah, but he's teleported in 3
Yeah, he
fucking
This was
times.
supposed to be epic.
Yeah, it
That
was.
was epic.
That was great.
He just shot him off.
Hey, if you didn't want that to happen, you should have teleported him
outta
in
here.
middle of the ship.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
you
right.
know that I have repelling blast.
Yeah,
like,
it's
shoot.
only
That's
been
why.
28 episodes.
That I've been trying to use it.
Whatever. So the serpent beast moves forward towards Eldon.
Ah,
Yeah, you gotta get it now, fucker, for laughing at me.
Jeez.
And he
You're so biased.
DM always has a bias.
so he pulls out his obsidian cutlass and brandishes it and takes a swipe at you with it.
Oh.
18?
oh, that'll hit.
That'll hit. For 11 points of damage.
Jesus.
And there is a percentage
I mean,
that the
burst out.
the blade breaks off in your side.
Ah,
Oh no.
So you will start taking bleed till you pull it out, which will require a full round action to pull that piece out.
got it.
But his sword is junk at this point.
Perfect.
I mean, is it though?
The Drake moves forward.
Ah,
Sound effects and everything.
And sees Rafu and Ruby.
I mean,
And Rafu does not see him.
actually, he
fucking
won't,
next
he won't move
28
that far forward.
episodes.
He'll stay a little bit away from you, Eldon.
Rafu
How far
is
is the
Sandra
Drake off
Bullock
the
in
ground?
Bird Box.
Or off the deck.
It's on the deck right now.
Oh, it's on the deck.
Yes,
Okay.
it's on the deck. And
Rafu's
he
in the
releases
bird
this
box.
blast of lightning at Rafu and at Ruby. So I need you guys to make a deck save.
Oh yes.
Good job.
That's 13.
I need to get
That'd be
That actually
17.
makes it. It is DC's 13.
Oh.
So you guys, fuck. You guys take 3 points of damage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Should have killed you.
Best game ever.
Sounds good.
Welcome.
DM was planning a TPK.
Not at all. Just
I should
kidding.
have killed every one of you.
Rafu, you get a little singed by this lightning coming down from the bow. You turn around with your one eye. One eye Rafus are wild. What are you going to do?
Well, like, what is his name? Blaine Slater? Not Blaine Slater from Arrow?
What?
Deathstroke?
what is happening?
No?
Oh,
Deathstroke?
Deathstroke? From, no, you guys are, I was trying to find someone who had a reasonable eye patch character. So
Cable.
Yeah.
Cable?
Cable.
Cable.
It's not an eye patch. He's a cyborg.
That's true.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You're right.
I think we're talking about two different things now.
How about Captain Ron?
Captain Ron.
He did have an eye patch. Ah.
That is
Wow. There we go.
that
Captain
is a
Ron.
movie that
Captain
is
Ronfu.
dead for a
Captain
while.
Rafu.
Captain Ronfu. Bring it home.
Jesus.
Rafu's going to try to attack again and... Oh, wait.
Who are you attacking, man? Ruby?
Me, apparently.
You're right here, man.
Don't we have the the Drake still on board?
Yes, but
Yeah, he's
you're
right.
facing me.
Why am I facing
Only
you?
your character
my God.
has disadvantage. You as a player can see him, right?
Yeah, but I was saying my character was facing literally in that direction.
Facing doesn't matter, though.
We're back at this again.
Oh my god. We've come full circle. We can't escape.
What are you going to do, Hanson?
Longbow striking down on the Drake.
All right, give me a disadvantage.
Ah, that's still good.
At the Drake, you say?
Yes.
Okay.
That's going
Rolls
to hit.
better with disadvantage than I do with
No
advantage.
kidding. You may not want that eyeball back.
9. That's 9. 9 points of damage.
9?
Wait, sorry. I take that back 7. I apologize.
Oh, for the...
I want to be honest. I carried the 5.
I'm gonna take you.
Did you carry the 5 full term?
Oh my God, we need to put you back in math classes.
Eldon, are you going to move or are you just going to stay there, though?
Oh god.
In there, but I'm going to put my character facing the right direction.
Thank you.
Fallant, on his turn, continues to operate the airship.
Thank God.
Yeah, okay. That's a good use of his turn, I think. I think he's probably had the best turn out of all of us.
Eldon,
Hey, I pushed some guy off the ship.
so you see
He kept
this...
us in the air. Anyway.
Now,
I'm the
you were
MVP
going to
over
take
here.
4 points of damage.
Yep.
Take 3 right now.
All right.
Sorry, 1d4. And you can continue to bleed, or you can take the time to pull that blade out of your side.
Yeah, I want to pull it out of my side and chuck it off the edge of the ship.
Okay.
I can throw at the guy.
Vladislav. No, he can't.
No, that'd be like an attack. That doesn't count.
All right, I'm going to charge at the lizard man.
Please hurry up. Kill that. I don't want that anywhere near me.
With my longsword raised over my head.
Are you closing the distance to the serpent beast then?
To the serpent guy. I'm gonna make it right up to him. That one. That one. That's a nat 20.
Oh,
Yeah.
back it up.
I'll miss with the second.
Okay, max damage.
So that is 19 points of damage as I bring
yeah.
my long sword down on him.
Dang.
We are slaying.
You see him start to ooze this viscous fluid from these wounds that are just inherently just coming about his entire body. The sorcerer is dead.
Yep. Cross him off.
Ruby,
Call.
Ruby
still rejoicing with the death of this guy that's been plaguing you for how long?
I actually would like to take a couple steps over to lean over and see if she sees him continue falling.
Be careful over there.
He's-
The last person
You
I saw
don't
over there
see him.
fell and died.
I just want to make sure because he keeps reappearing every time he disappears, and she just kind
It'd be
of
horrible if he reappears behind you.
static
It'd be
that she
tragic
actually
if he used Misty Step. huh?
hit. So now, just enjoying the oddness that she was able to hit. She turns around and sees the other threat of the Drake and the Snake Man and would like to shoot another Eldritch Blast with repelling towards the Drake,
Okay.
hoping to have another
Come on.
win. That would be another 17
Yeah.
Yes, very good.
to the
Your
Drake.
guns.
Shoot, that would be 3 points of damage
Oh.
with repelling. I don't know how that's going to work with the Drake, but
You can push him back 10 feet. Does he
Yes.
get a dex save or does he just go
no,
back?
it's just
Okay.
He just takes
Automatic.
it. Wait, she didn't say where 10 feet.
It's got to be straight back.
it's
No,
a
just
Drake
that's
and
what
it
I
can
did.
fly, so I don't think it
Yeah,
really
it'd be fine.
matters.
The
I
Drake.
but I would like to shoot it as I'm shooting it. I'm walking up next to Rafu. So, and then I grab him by the arm and I say, "Just shoot straight. Don't turn. Straight ahead."
Which way straight? Yeah.
turns
No
to
depth
face you.
perception.
He turns to face you.
Stereoscopic. You can't see.
So the serpent beast has 2 targets before him. 1, 2, 3 for Eldon.
Which are you missing, by the way?
He's
Right.
going to go for Vratislav.
Damn it.
He attempts to claw you with one hand,
He'll be fine.
and that will miss. With his second attack, he reaches into his pouch and he drops one of those skulls like the other serpent beasts had. And it
Grenades?
explodes right at his feet. So I need everybody to make a dex save. And he totally fails. What do you guys got?
Am I in that circle?
No, you're
Do I
not.
want to use one?
I mean, I don't think that'll help us. I mean, it'll help you if you really need it.
I'll take it. 9.
Okay. That was, what'd you do?
9.
Oh, you're going to take the damage?
Yeah.
For 10 points of damage, and he blows himself up.
Yeah.
You just
All right, I'm still doing okay. That hurt a little bit.
reptilious
Yep.
pieces fly everywhere, his tail fly off, and there's nothing but a green paste left on the deck. You see the drake move forward and attacks the paladin.
Oh, God.
Claw. What, Tracy?
18.
It miss. And then with the tail. Same roll. Both of them miss. Rafu.
Rafu wants to advance his full movement and enter a rage when he nears Vratislav.
So you're right behind Vratislav.
That's fine.
You can still shoot.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm going to enter my rage and shoot my longbow. That is going to be 12 to hit.
That
Or 11
will
to hit.
miss. That one does miss. Eldon.
Is the Drake close enough for me to attack with my sword?
No.
No?
He's staying at 10 feet away from you because he's got reach.
Okay. Okay.
He's right next to Vratislav, but
Is he 10 away from me or just
he's 5 away from you.
Okay.
All right, I will take a dagger and chuck it at the Drake. We'll see how lucky I get with it. Oh, I got pretty lucky, actually. 23 to hit,
That will hit.
and 9 points of damage.
You see this dagger stick in him. Vratislav.
All right, I will cast Hunter's Mark on the Drake and swing at it with my long sword.
You get advantage.
Wait. Can we reach with the longsword?
He can. He's right next
No,
to
he's-
you.
Oh, I could have moved up. I thought I
Yeah.
didn't have the... I thought he was too high up in the air.
No, he's on the deck. He's
up
but you're
on
10
me.
feet away from him.
Oh, okay. All right, I got confused. That's fine.
And I get advantage because Rafu's raging. Use one of Brian's dice. That'll hit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
25 to hit.
That will hit all day long.
So that's 14 points of damage.
Damn. Ruby.
Yes. Seeing that they finally slayed the lizard man, I'd like to still aid in getting rid of the Drake beast. So I'll take another 5 steps forward and shoot another repelling blast just to help move the Drake and give them a break. That one.
Yeah. Okay, so you have 3 targets in front of you. You have Eldon, Vratislav, and Rafu. See which one you would like to try.
And 2
possibly
coins.
hit.
I call numbers 3 and 4. Are we doing a D6
Okay.
for it?
Do
1, 2,
D6.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Ha!
Okay, so see if you hit Eldon.
Nope.
Okay.
It's my 10.
So you feel this
At least when I miss, I miss.
repulsive
Yeah.
blast kind of maneuver its way between all 3 of you, blast past the Drake and off into the air beyond. But it really
Sorry!
doesn't do much of anything else.
Crush your inevitable betrayal.
Give you
Again,
that pucker
Fallon
effect.
tries to shake the sticks a little, trying to off balance this Drake, but to no avail. In fact, the Drake just seems to dig in deeper, and he has 3 targets in front of him as well. I guess I should have said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rafu. Oe.
Oh, that's going to
So
hit.
that'll hit. Gotta see what this guy does. So So he does 4 points of damage with the tail, and he will attempt to bite. 1, 2, 3 for Vratislav, 4, 5, 6 for Eldon. Attempts to bite Vratislav. And 16,
Yes.
5 points of damage.
Ugh.
Rothu, from your position.
My position, I want to move. Can I squeeze between Rothslav and Eldon? Yeah, and get within 5 feet.
Get up in his grill.
Yeah, and
Now you have a
if I
bow
attack
equipped.
recklessly,
With what? You're going to drop
well,
your,
if
you're
I
gonna drop
attack
the bow to the
recklessly,
deck and pull
yeah,
your
I want to
axe?
actually drop. Well, actually, I want to switch out my bow and grab my great axe and attack recklessly.
You got to drop the bow.
All right, I'll drop the bow
Okay.
and I'll grab my great axe
Alrighty.
and attack recklessly. So, do I roll 1 dice or?
Yeah, because you would have advantage, but then you also... Well, no. Because that's only for ranged attacks.
Yeah, you're fine.
You're okay.
Attacking recklessly.
Okay. Is that a 1 and a... What is it?
It's a 1 and a 19.
Oh,
Thank God he attacked reckless.
okay. Roll some damage.
Yeah.
I'll make that up.
Wait, you guys had 14 points of damage.
14. You see it start to shake a little in its knees. Eldon,
Can I squeeze in and attack him?
there's no room for you.
Oh no!
Your barbarian friend.
I shove the barbarian off. No, I don't do that. Let's see. I guess if there's no room for me, I will continue to throw daggers at it.
You son of a bitch.
All right, who am I hitting?
Is that a 1?
Yeah, it's a 1.
you
Oh,
you two
man,
people
we're
in
doing
front of
so
you.
well.
Go 1, 2, 3 for Vratislav, 4,
Or we
5,
do-
6 for Rafu.
Odd and even, right? Oh, whatever.
Doesn't matter.
6.
Rafu.
Oh,
Okay.
All right, I rolled crappy.
Vratislav.
All right, I'm going to swing at the Drake again with my long sword.
Yeah.
And
advantage.
that will hit for 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage. You raise this gleaming blade high in the sky. Eldon, you notice the mark of Marcel on its pommel, and Vratislav brings it down and cuts the carotid artery of the Drake as its head limply hangs off to the side as he crumples to the deck, slowly sliding off into the sky, leaving it following behind you. Eldon. So close. And you guys find yourself now out of combat.
I just want to drop down on the side. Exhausted.
I walk up to Rafu. Say, good job. I can't imagine how hard it is for you.
I wink at her, realizing I'm winking with my missing eye.
Did we win? Of course, it was my great piloting skills that helped win the day.
I would also like to look, since I'm
Was he there?
at the
I totally
top
forgot he
of
was
the
there.
ship, I would like to see if I can look out and see the leader maybe making a U-turn with his group.
No,
that I saw before.
they're out of sight at this point. I mean, they have
just took off?
outdistanced you completely. It's like this Drake was there to try to slow you down or take you out. The one that landed on the deck.
We thought very little of us.
They kept going.
Yeah.
That's
Bitches.
extremely odd that they just left it up to 1. I mean, we took the Soul Crucible from them. I imagine they would put up more of a fight.
Well, do they know we took it?
I would assume, but I guess
They know it's
Does it have
taken.
a tracker on it?
Well, it's been taken, and I don't think very many living things are leaving this island.
yeah, I can't imagine.
Yeah.
That's
I
not
mean,
assuming.
I don't
it's
think
us.
they're stupid. Is what I'm saying.
I mean, they're pretty stupid to leave one Drake and one.
But what about
They're,
Tyrannus? I'm pretty sure he ran another way. Maybe they're after him.
It was like a show of force.
I hope Tyrannus got that way.
I don't. I tried to stop him.
Well, he wasn't really running initially.
Yeah,
He tried to slink away enough that it brought attention.
I mean,
it all worked
stopped
out,
moving.
didn't it?
Yeah, we ended up with the Soul
I still
Crucible.
say we lost the book.
I need a break
True.
after that. Does it seem that we're out of harm's way?
It would appear so. There doesn't, looking back off the stern, there doesn't appear to be any more blue drakes coming from the island. looking off the bow. Whatever had passed you has long since passed.
And we still have like 10 hours to go, right?
Yeah,
would
and
like
as
to
time goes
rest.
on, 1 hour, 2 hours, you guys start doing your rest. So you've got plenty of time to do a long rest.
Yeah.
And Fallon tells you,
I will keep an eye out and make sure that no harm falls us if you need to get caught up on your refreshments.
I will let Bot 2 roam free too, and stay with Valent to keep him awake.
I do not want to see that feline near me.
What's wrong with Bot 2?
Vratislav, keep that cat away from me.
Wait, what is the matter?
Where did this cat come from?
He's mine.
Where did you get that cat?
She found it on the island.
On the island. There are no indigenous links on the island.
I don't ask questions. I was.
You should have. Can you converse with this animal? Answer me truthfully.
She does talk
Or I'll
to
turn
it.
this boat around, I swear.
I mean, yes.
Vratislav, has she been conversing with this animal?
She's been talking to it.
That animal is an abomination.
do not let him talk to me like that, Ruby.
I don't.
Defend my honor.
I don't. We have saved your life. We have been kind to you, especially me.
I appreciate that, and I'm getting you home. But keep the cat away from me. If he was found on the island, you should have left him there. Do yourself and the rest of your party a favor and throw him overboard immediately.
Don't know what you're talking about. You should just leave me alone. And I walk to the other end.
Vratislav, be mindful of that cat.
Yeah, ever since she started talking to it, as a group, I feel like we've all been kind of shifty-eyed about it.
I would be very mindful of him.
You know nothing.
Here, kitty. So as the hours begin, as you guys take your rest and the hours stretch and you guys wake back up, you notice that Batu hasn't left you. He stayed by your side the whole time. In fact, on the opposite side of the side that Fallon would have been on.
And I'm also, while I was taking my rest, I'm holding on to the Soul Crucible.
Okay. And you hear Fallon gasp.
Oh my. Wake up, quickly, everybody, wake up.
Everybody wakes up
Yeah.
and you just see him gesturing off the bow. And as you guys begin to get closer towards land, you notice smoke is rising from the main land. He slows the ship down, and you notice that as you begin to approach the pagan docks, that all the ships are sunk. All you see are the masts hanging out of the waterline, just poking up like needles. You see
I would assume there might be
a lot of
flying around.
you see a lot
Oh,
of
no,
the
we're in trouble.
dwellings are on fire. You notice that there are, even from this distance and this height, as you continue to get closer, you notice that there are bodies in the street everywhere. And there's a particular pattern, and it seems to head deeper into the mainland, most likely towards the domicile of the Seekers Foundation.
Well, we know who did this, don't we?
Well, you'll probably certainly find out next week.
Next week.
That was good. I like that one.
That was a good